It's time for Michigan Fun on My Michigan TV, a weekly look at the top events in Michigan as presented by the state's leading authority on events, the Michigan Festival and Events Association. A full listing of events is available on MichiganFun.com. Michigan Fun is a production of My Michigan TV powered by Michigan Digital. Now, here's your host, President of the Michigan Festival and Events Association, Mike Sukin.
Welcome to Michigan Fun, the show where we check out the state's top festivals and events. I'm your host, Mike Sukin. Well, summer is just about over, and it's the official beginning of fall is upon us. And with fall comes some absolutely amazing events. Today, we're going to find out about the Michigan Big Country Fest in Frankenmuth, and then we're going to go to Oscoda to find out more about the Bigfoot Festival. But first, let's check in with the Atlanta Elk Festival in Montmorency County. Welcome to the show, Amy Corrin from the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Amy.
Hi, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Elk Festival, Montmorency County. Last weekend of September. It's a tradition. I've been there quite a few times. What do you guys got going on this year that everybody needs to come up to Atlanta, Michigan for?
Oh my goodness. If you could see our schedule of events, you would be amazed. We have so much in our schedule. It's been crazy. So the Elk Festival this year is September 29th and 30th and October 1st. And we are going to kick things off with the parade on Friday evening at 5:30, followed by a Nashville recording artist in our entertainment tent, Kaylin Pace. We're going to have chainsaw carvers Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have a karaoke contest, a cornhole tournament. We have all the local fire departments coming out for a water ball competition. We have it's called Kids Events on Main, and it's a carnival style games for the children, and it's all free. With prizes for everybody, and we have raffles and polka music on Sunday, and just so many things I can't even tell you them all.
You mentioned water ball competition with the area fire departments. I'm not familiar with water ball. What is that?
I'm not really either. It's just normally we do like a big safety demonstration with fire departments. And this year they decided that they wanted to do this water ball competition. So it will be at the one end of our main street. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
And speaking of Main Street, for those who are not familiar with Atlanta, Michigan, you guys are at the corner of M32 and M33, correct?
Yes, so it's at 32 and then 33 north, cuts north at the corner there. So we will have the street blocked off. So there'll be a small detour because we'll have vendors in the street. We have actually well over 50 vendors already this year, and they're still coming in. So we imagine we could have 60 or more vendors this year, which is amazing. We've really worked hard, after 2020, the COVID year, it's been a rebuilding time for us. And so it's been really exciting to get this many vendors to come forward. So that's really exciting. Our park and our street will be filled with vendors. I am doing a pet parade. That's one of my things that I like to do. So we're going to have a pet parade and a pet lookalike contest, and you can wear a costume if you want. There'll be a kids fishing tournament. I mean, it's just amazing.
You guys have gone on all out this year. This is fantastic. This is huge. I think I was there last year, and it was a little bit wet last year, but there was still smiles on everybody's faces. Everybody's still having a good time.
Yeah, we're really praying for good weather this year. With it being that next weekend past what it would normally be. The history is that weekend is normally much better for the weather. So we're really hoping that the weather is going to shine on us and we'll have some good fall color. And there's going to be something for everyone, all ages. It's just packed from basically morning till night for all 3 days. So we're really, really excited this year.
And I can personally vouch for your crafters and your vendors because that walk through the park there along that's the Thunder Bay River. But what do you guys call that? Is it the Mill Pond?
I don't know that it has a name, to be
Okay,
honest. I
we'll
don't
just
know
call it the
that.
Thunder Bay River.
Yeah, it's
It's,
just always been the Thunder Bay River to me. And then we just, they have a new walkway through the park. So we just call that like a river walk.
that is absolutely beautiful. I mean, even if there was nothing going on, just walking that river walk is absolutely beautiful. But to go through and see all those vendors and some of the artisan that is in the talent that is there is just unbelievable. And of course, you guys got a Nashville recording artist in your entertainment tent.
Yes.
You guys as I said, you guys hit the ball out of the park on this one.
Thank you. Yeah, we've worked really, really hard. We've got a pretty new team. I'm the veteran as far as this is my third Elk Fest. But a lot of the other people on our team are all new. And so, yeah, we've worked so hard basically since the day after last year's Elk Fest. It's been a lot of work, but we're so excited with what we're going to be bringing to this town this year. And we're really excited about Kaylin Pace. She's going to be in our parade. And she's going to do a meet and greet in the entertainment tent afterwards and do pictures and autographs, which is really great. And then there'll be some line dancing before her show. So, yeah, it's just amazing. I'm just so excited.
Well, Amy, I'm going to congratulate you right now because I know you guys are going to have a successful event. Thank you for sharing with our audience. Anybody looking for any additional information, your guys' website is or Facebook page?
Yep. So you look for it's Atlanta, Michigan Chamber. So you got to make sure you have that Michigan in there. AtlantaMichiganChamber.com or we're on Facebook and we're constantly promoting this on Facebook. So you can't miss us if you look for Atlanta Michigan Chamber on Facebook.
That's great. Thanks, Amy. Appreciate you being with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm just really glad that you would take the time. Thanks.
Sounds like a great event. Atlanta, Michigan, got to be there. Coming up next on Michigan Fun, we're going to find out everything that you need to know about Michigan's Big Country Fest. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
A fresh voice can speak to you.
And open your ears and your mind
to new views and new perspectives. The call of the wild.
A crescendo of culture. Listen as a chorus of fresh voices moves you.
Taking you to greater heights.
Add your voice to the mix.
And let Fresh answer back with perfect harmony in pure Michigan.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the top events in the state of Michigan. Our next guest is from the Michigan Big Country Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Please welcome to the show, Gina Rogner. Hey, Gina.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you got a little event going on in Frankenmuth and down in the Harvey Kern Pavilion in Heritage Park. I only know this because I've been there before. And the Country Fest is a great event, and you are the brainchild behind it and the magic. So share with our audience what they can expect by coming to Frankenmuth.
Yeah, so next weekend, the 29th and 30th, it's going to be the 14th annual festival. And there's going to be 4 bands, the best bands in the area. Friday night, we have Waylon Hennel opening up, and then closing is Rebel Line. And then Saturday is Mandy Lane and the Lost Highway, and then Chi-Town. So that'll be great. We're open 5 p.m. to midnight. Each night starts out with some free line dancing lessons by the In Cahoots group, which is, if you know them, they're just amazing group. They're very recognizable as their talent. There will be a Bloody Mary bar, craft beer, all sorts of drinks, great music, food trucks, a mechanical bull, of course. You can't have a country fest without mechanical bull. So it all happens. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right.
You've got a great lineup for entertainment. That is stellar. I am very familiar with just about every single one of them, except for your first one, which I've heard so much about. He has been all over the state of Michigan. So,
Yeah.
great talent coming there. As far as the line dancing, if I were there, it would be a comedy show because I was born with 2 left feet, and I think one of them was put on backwards.
Well, I think you should come try. We all need a little humor in our lives, right?
Medic. So you kind of hit just about every single high point. You must have done this before. Well, actually,
Yeah.
14 years.
Just
You've had
once.
you've had a little bit of practice at it.
Yeah.
So food trucks, Bloody Mary bar, great entertainment, line dancing with the potential of some comedy involved in it.
The mechanical bull is pretty entertaining also, especially later on in the night.
I can see that. You know, I know that I can hold on to that bull. I can ride it. Yeah, right. Not happening.
Even our mayor did it a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun. So, any final detail? How about parking? Where's parking? Is just going to be down in the in the park?
Yeah, right down in Heritage Park, there's a lot of free parking. And there's a paved lot, a gravel lot, and then the overflow of some a grass lot. So there's plenty of parking. It's free. Everything's handicap accessible. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be good weather. It looks like it's going to be right now. So almost everything's held indoors. So the food trucks and some vendors are outside. The rest is all going to be inside, and there's heat in it's called a pavilion, but it's an enclosed festival hall type thing. So it's hard to describe to people who haven't been there before, but there is heat, and it's, shelter from any kind of weather. Yeah, there's a good picture of it.
So for people coming north, going north out of the Flint area, you're going to get off at the Birch Run exit, and you're going to turn east until you get to Garrow Road, and take Garrow Road all the way up to, and just before you get it, just after you go under the bridge, the sign, you're going to veer to the right, and you take that
right
all the way down
Bronner's.
to the park. Pardon me?
Right before Bronner's.
Right before Bronner's. Yep. So sounds like a great time, Gina. For anybody looking for additional information that we didn't cover, you've got a website and Facebook for people to get more information?
Yep, it's bigcountryfest.com. And then there's the Facebook page, Big Country Fest also. And then there's an event in Facebook.
That's awesome. Thanks, Gina. I appreciate you being with us today. I'm going to congratulate you right now because your event is not weather sensitive. So you're going to have a blast there. That's going to be, again, just to listen to the entertainment and not participate in anything else is going to be fantastic. But you guys put the whole show on. And like you said, it's your 14th year. You're a veteran at it. I know it's going to be great.
Thank you.
Thank
Hope
you.
to see you there.
All right. As I said earlier, at the beginning of the show, just because it's fall doesn't mean that we don't have a lot of great festivals going on. So check that one out. Coming up next on Michigan Fun, we're going to go to the first ever Bigfoot Bash in Oscoda, Michigan. Don't go away. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Michigan Fun. We can look at the events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest is Marilyn Trumper Samara from the Bigfoot Bash in Oscoda, Michigan. And I gotta tell you, it's not very often that we get to have an inaugural event. So this is something that's very interesting. Marilyn, how you doing today?
I'm feeling kind of scruffy.
You intrigued me the other day on the phone when we talked about the Bigfoot Bash in Oscoda. Tell the audience what you guys got going on, because this is one of those things that is just too much fun not to attend.
Well, we have a lot going on. It's going to be September 29th and 30th, and it is an inaugural event. And we are so very proud to say that it has sold out. we're bringing in 3 top speakers. The first is Matt Moneymaker, Cliff Berkman, and the third is a new guy in our lineup, Adam Davies. Dr. Meldrum at the last minute was unable to attend, but Adam's going to take his place. It's going to be the Saturday portion is going to be at the Shoreline Theater, 283 seats that we've sold out. The Friday night event is a meet and greet where you get to rub shoulders with the speakers and have some cocktails and some appetizers and take selfies with them. And then there'll be a night hunt in the Huron National Forest. We had to get the forestry department to give us the okay. 2 different groups are going to go out and look for Bigfoot, to listen, to see signs, and then sit around a fire and talk about their experience. That event is sold out as well, and we're very excited and very proud to say that it's a new event that captured the imagination of so many people.
It's not too hard to get people's imaginations sold out when you're talking about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Dogman, any of the nicknames that it has. You were telling me the other day you've got attendees, registrants coming in from 7 different states and as far away as South Carolina.
You know what? I was in 6 different states. Let me just look at 7. Yes, I had to check. 6 other than Michigan. And they're coming from Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Ohio, South Carolina, and Virginia, and wow. Michigan. And really about 12% of those are local people, Michigan people. The rest of the attendees are coming from out of state, and the chamber is excited about that because part of the goal is to bring new business in, bring in new people, to get them excited about the area, to introduce the community to them. And we feel like we've really done that this time. So we're so grateful to our sponsors who took a gamble, because it's a crazy concept. Although it's popular across the country, you just don't know how it's going to work in your local community.
I think it's going to be a blast. Oscoda is a beautiful place. You've got the Asaba River, the forest in there. You've got lots of room for people to meander and search for the elusive Bigfoot. This is going to be an amazing event, and my hat is off to you guys on this. This is just absolutely fabulous. You know, it's funny. We've joked about the fact that we're going to go Sasquatch or Bigfoot hunting. Which was nothing more than an excuse to go up north. And now there's actual event, and we're going to learn more about it instead of just an excuse to go up north. Not that we need more excuses to go up north, but more is always better. So, you know,
yeah,
my
you
hat's
will.
off to you.
Thank you. The speakers do talk about their personal experience. I know Cliff Berkman comes at it from a scientific standpoint right out of the gate, and so does Adam Davies. And they have great stories to tell about their experiences. And we had local people at our pre-bash in June talk about some of their experiences. We just had one sighting in Standish, but the rest were sounds that they heard or disturbances when they were camping that they couldn't explain. And those stories were written up, and they are posted on the Oscoda Chamber website, oscodachamber.com. So we believe that I believe them when they tell them the stories, that what happened to them was very real and very disturbing. And it gives us hope that Bigfoot could well be in the Huron National Forest, which is right here in our backyard. We've got all this fresh water, all these deer, which Bigfoot are notoriously told to eat. And we're looking for a good time.
It's going to be a good time. Again, my hat's off to you. I think this is going to, it's not just something that you see on cable TV. This is live. It's happening right here in Michigan, in Oscoda, Michigan. This is going to be a blast. And I don't have any more words for it. It's just,
yeah.
I think this is.
I want to let people know we do have a vendors set up that will be open to the public. They can't get into the show, but they will be open to the public. And we'll be out at 6000 Skeel, Skeel. on the old Air Force Base. And we'd love to have people come out, do some early Christmas shopping, buy some things for the Bigfooters in their lives.
Yes, my wife does a little of that shopping for myself also. Actually, we're looking for one of those silhouettes to put in our front yard, just to show our support and for the elusive giant of the woods.
Yes, we've had them up all over town for some time, and a lot of the local restaurants and bars are going to be having specials for the day. We'll have a handout program for the attendees to go into town and have some of our delicious food here in Oscoda.
Great food, some microbrews, some places to definitely enjoy a good meal. Marilyn, you were telling me on the phone, and I'd like you to tell the audience, you are a relatively new permanent resident to Oscoda. And was this a hard idea to convince the Chamber of Commerce that this was something to jump into?
It wasn't, although, you're afraid when you pitch something like that, you don't know how you're going to be taken, first of all, because no one knew who I was. But when I went in to pitch it to the former director, I started talking and said, Bigfoot's big. They're all over the country. They have these big conferences and people really dig it. And she didn't bat an eye, and she leaned in and said, tell me more. And then it just kind of took off from there. There are local people who have had experiences, and they know somebody who's had one who knows somebody. It's just ripe for that kind of thing. So even though my idea was kind of grand, I think on a very basic level, people have really embraced it. I mean, they can relate to it, which is powerful. That's what you want.
No, I think it's a great idea. And my hat is off to you, and my hat's off to the Chamber of Commerce for pursuing it. And I got to scratch my head and ask why no one else has done this in the past, or if they have, I haven't heard about it. So, as I said, my hat's off to you guys. I think it's going to be a great event. Obviously, we know it's going to be a great event because everything as ticketed is already sold out, and the quantities that you have for tickets is nothing to sneeze at. So, congratulations to you. One last time for anybody that's looking for an additional information, Facebook and or website information for our
website's
viewers.
oscodachamber.com. The Facebook, we're fine-tuning everything. We have a new director and a new group of people working there, so Facebook isn't up and operating. They can always call the Chamber of Commerce and they will handle them there. And keep your eyes peeled on the webpage. We hope if it's a success that we think it will be, we'll plan to do it again next year. And so just watch the Chamber website when we know when we're going to do it and who our speakers will be and where. We'll start posting right away.
That's awesome. Marilyn, thank you very much for being with us today. I greatly appreciate it. This is going to be a great event. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that wraps up this week's show. What a show. I mean, we're Elk Fest in Atlanta, Frankenmuth for the Big Country Fest, and then Oscoda for the Bigfoot Bash, for the first ever Bigfoot Bash. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. For more information on these events or any event happening in the state of Michigan, go to michiganfun.com. I'd also like to thank our producer today, that's Jared Clark, and the entire staff at My Michigan TV. To browse the full library of live and on-demand events or videos, go to MyTV. That's MYMITV.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. I look forward to seeing you back here again next week. Until then, get out there and have some fun. You can lift it up if you want.